Hello lovely people, how's it going? I hope you are doing well. I'm so excited right now. The chapter 9 full trailer for the next Kanto has just dropped. Let's just dive straight in. I have a feeling, considering as well the teaser gave us so much, I am really excited to see what we're going to get from this, because yeah, I'm presuming this is going to be like the IDs that we're getting at like the beginning, like the teasers of stuff, maybe a bit of story teasing. I'm really hyped, so let's just dive straight in to watch this, because yeah, I'm beyond ready. I'm beyond ready for this. Ooh, whoa, whoa, what?
유감스럽게도 의식을 잃은 것 같으니 대신 전하지. 이곳에는 일말의 가망조차 남지 않았다.
What?
아마 그렇게 말하고 싶었을 거야.
What?
전파 차단기 불량, 긴급 차폐압금, 또 불량, 라이플 압력 조절 장치.
Ooh, she looks cool.
이것도 불량이고.
Ooh.
전황을 파악하고 대군을 지휘하는
Oh, that's so exciting.
진릴 만큼 해왔다.
Oh.
그래서
Okay,
이제는 좀
Otis.
사양하고 싶다. 이런 소규모 인원을 굴리는
And the masks. Oh my god.
지금의 내겐 어울릴 거다.
Reminding me from Lore.
정찰
It's
부대의
amazing.
희생은 있었지만 작전이
sick.
계획대로 진행되었으니 문제될 건 없다.
Ooh.
나머지는 클리어 부사에 맡기지.
지령의 뜻에 호기심을 가질 수 있습니다.
Oh my god, fuck yes.
하지만 의문 보는 결과로 지령은 집행되어야만 하죠.
Oh, she looks amazing.
절대적인 힘, 신뢰,
Oh, that's so cool.
뒷골목 밤거리의 빛을 3번 갈라라. 귀한 6달 이내.
I mean,
저는 아직도 이 지령의
Faust
수행
having
방식을 고민하고
this, I
있습니다.
think it's very fitting.
그러니 매일 밤 네온이 걸려있는 골목을 쏟아내며
Ooh, the enemies. And the, oh my god, the actual like script
차례대로
comes up.
정리되어가고 있습니다.
That's so sick.
머리카락을 663월 자른 뒤 편지 봉투에 넣어 3번 개찰구에 넣어라를 수행하기 위해서
Oh, she looks so goddamn cool.
걱정은 필요하지 않습니다.
Dude, this is goated already.
그러다가 들렸어요. 어둠 속에서 또렷하게 누군가의 고드소리가.
Holy shit.
그렇게 건넌 사람은 저희 부서엔 없어요. 다들 바쁜 마음에 종종거리로 빨래 걸어 다니거든요.
Has the company been attacked? Oh! Oh, wow. Okay.
나는 분명 가위를 내겠다고
Oh, that's
했을
so
텐데.
cool. Love this, Ego. Holy shit. That's awesome.
잠깐 정지.
Wow.
기념품을 두고 갔잖아.
The music.
현악 기념품을 집어넣어 줄 테니까.
I'm so excited. Oh, this looks so sick. Oh, yes, yes. Ooh. What? Whoa.
쪽이어 1차 별들에 비추어진 미래를 쪽이어 다시 2차 아침에 만들어진 과거는 끼어지겠어.
I need this ID. Oh my god.
일순
Stunning.
모든 걸 끌어모아 삼천대천.
Stunning. And then Ryoshu.
3번 배영이다. 과거를 1000번 단조하여 배영했고 미래에서 1000번 거슬러 찢어내고 찰나의 일수 다시 1000번의 금 산젠 다이세카. 거미 혹은 거미집의 아비다. 그들은 그렇게 불린다. 그리고 우리는 이미 그들이 펼쳐둔 거미줄에 걸린 상태지.
Ooh. Whoa.
아니, 그 글자는 그렇게 읽는 게 아니라
요시대라고 읽는 거다.
Guys, holy shit. Oh my god. Do you know when we always say, whenever we get the sneak peek for the Kanto, like, this Kanto is going to be peak, like, nothing can beat the previous Kanto, like, that Kanto was peak, this Kanto, is it going to be even more peak? And then it is. Okay, well, first of all, this trailer seems to imply that Limbus Company is being attacked. Like, that's what this is implying, right? Like, especially from these bits at the beginning, we obviously see Limbus Company with all this blood splattered on it. And it sounds like someone is giving us the lowdown. So it seems he passed out, let me be the messenger instead. So it seems like Limbus Company has been attacked. And to me, it seems that it might be being organized maybe by the Index, because there was this moment at the end where Ryoshi was saying about us falling into, we've just snared ourselves into the web they've spun, and there's like a door kind of opening. It could be related, and this could be her father. So it could be that the company gets attacked and we're obviously called back in to try to get the situation under control, whether it's the fingers that have attacked or whether or not it's the Index, because we know that her father belongs to the Index, because I'm also wondering if she's actually the father or Spiders, or the nurse fathers of the House of Spiders, whether or not that does mean something else, I don't know. So that could actually call into question him calling her his daughter. It actually may not be her father, it could be one of these nurse fathers, and she belonged to this House of Spiders, so she is like his daughter in like this sense. But it could mean something different, so we'll have to find out. But it kind of seems like they may have organized an attack on Limbus Company, whether it's to get something. The golden bows obviously hold more and more significance, and people are obviously after them. And so far there has actually been absolutely no indication or hinting at Herman's group being involved in anything, so we obviously don't know the role of their group, but obviously they are also after golden bows. But it could be that they've attacked this company for a reason, and it seems like we've had a trap, and Ryoshi obviously seems to be aware that, like, of the people doing this. So I think this is how it's going to tie into her Kanto. Whether or not we end up getting taken somewhere, whether or not they're targeting someone specifically, I'm not sure. Should be very intriguing to find. I can't wait to find out. I'm saying it's very intriguing. It's going to be incredible to find out. I literally can't wait. This is going to be so good. And so it looks like we've received several new identities, and the identities that we've received, I'm sure you guys recognize, they're both from Library of Ruina. So these are definitely things that we have been aware of in the past. The UJAC group, and I want to say they were like one of the extra ones you could do. The general receptions, that's it. I feel like they were in a general reception, so I don't know a great amount about them, but I will say the outfits and the movesets look really cool from what I remember. I remember the eye symbol being on a lot of things. So like, always looks great. Like, this is such a cool one to see, but the fact that they're like a vanguard team and they're like a renaissance, like, you know, recon team, I wonder if they're somehow going to be involved with this attack that's occurred at Limbus Company, and this is how this group is going to tie into the story and why we're getting an ID. And then obviously, yeah, we'll leave the rest of and then there's another clearance department that then will come later. So I wonder if they're going to be involved in trying to help stop whatever's occurred at Limbus Company. And then the Index proselytes are obviously involved. So I wonder if there's been some kind of, you know, prescript that's been written about whether or not to attack the company, whether or not to try and get something specific. Obviously, the Index group did play quite a significant role in Library of Ruina, so we know actually a decent amount about how these prescripts are developed and why this has been happening and what these paper slips mean. So yeah, as someone who's played Ruina, this is really exciting. And obviously when the Index initially came up, and we know that Ryoshi is tied to the Index and potentially her father is from the Index, that already created quite an intense dynamic because of these wills and the order, and Ryoshi especially trying to break away from the kind of red string of fate and the will of fate and the will of the city as well. I mean, that's what these slips are. They're the will of the city. It's gonna be so cool to see. And already you can see in the move sets, and especially with what Faust was saying, like I think they've captured the ID really, really well, but it was really cool to get to see how they had actually tied it into the attacks and the moves, and I think Faust getting this ID felt very fitting because of the role that she plays. So yeah, I think this was actually a really cool ID for her to get, and I think the design looks great. The enemies are weird. Like, I'm wondering about these enemies. Like, they look strange. So I don't know whether or not this is something that has been brought to attack the company. Like, these are I don't know, but the enemies look strange, and yeah, I've got questions. I'm really curious about how this is all gonna work. But oh my god, if it doesn't look cool. Like, she looks so good here. Like, definitely would be interested. I'm also wondering what this is going to be the season of, because obviously, you know, for example, like we've had like Bleed, and then, you know, last season was more Rupture. It does make me wonder what this season is going to be more of, because I would normally associate Ryoshu with Bleed, but we already had that in the Don Quixote season. So I don't know what this season is going to be more tied into. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see. But if you've got any kind of guesses and stuff, my brain went to Poise, but because I don't know if we've had a Poise season as of yet. We may have done. You guys will definitely know more than I will, because I just kind of tend to play the IDs that I like. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, you'll have to let me know. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's been some kind of slip an order from the city to try and get something from the company, and that in itself is like, oh my god, like that, oh that would be crazy. That would genuinely be crazy. And then this sounded like someone giving testimony of like what they've heard. So this is probably someone that we've found telling us what they heard and what happened. Yeah, so no one in our department walks like that. So, oh no, I hope it isn't. Oh, okay. Oh no, we may have some reoccurring characters coming back here. Oh no, I really be killing them off. Yeah, that seems like someone that's very confident, taking their time, maybe knowing where they're going, unless they've had like a traitor or something. That would, like, someone that's had one of the prescripts delivered to them, so they've had to like let people in to, oh, hang on, that would, oh my god, like imagine it's a character we know and they had a prescript delivered to them that told them that they had to basically betray Limbus company and let these people into the department. It could be something like that. It could be something like that. And then the egos. So this is really fun. I like this one for Otis. I feel like this is so fun. It's cool to get to see Otis with a fun ego, you know? And I like the kind of creepy cuteness mixed with like the horror aspect of it is always something I like, and it's one of my favorite things about Limbus. I think they just do horror so well. So it's cool to also get to see this kind of mirror of a kind of ego with scissors that kind of also goes with the one that we've had previously, where she was the kind of blood fiend with scissors, you know? So it's cool to get to see that echoed in an ego, but also I feel like because of her lore, there could be something tied in with scissors here. I know there's like a couple of Greek myths with scissors and things like that, so I feel like there could be something tying in there as well. But I like that they keep pairing this imagery with her, because I feel like it somehow ties into this kind of thing as well. And also, you know, all these like childlike images and stuff, she's obviously implied to have a family and stuff, so I wonder if these things are going to tie in later. This one for Heathcliff, it looks dope. It looks so sick. Like, this is cool. This is really cool, and it makes me wonder how this is gonna kind of tie into the story, but regardless, I'm happy to see it. Like, this looks great. That is such a sick move. I always love to see them overclocked as well. So, and then this one is absolutely stunning. Oh my god. I need this. Look how beautiful he looks. Like, oh, and I love the mirror imagery. Absolutely stunning.
기억고 일순 모든 걸 끌어모아 삼천대천.
I'm wondering what that means. Trissa Hasmara Hasra and the Great Tricholuscosm. I don't know what that means. I might just look it up. Okay, so this is actually extremely fitting for Yi Sang, it turns out. So it's like a branch of Buddhism that talks about the trichomegachiliocosm type of world system that links into Buddhism. I am just reading this, by the way, because I do not know much about Buddhism at all, but it's always great to learn, and that's what I love about these games, is it exposes you to things that you wouldn't necessarily learn about. And so this basically talks about different universes and like different directions of like spaces in the universe, and there's like 10 different directions of space. So it talks about everything that resides and lives in this space, and like how these things work, and how like there is an incalculable number of like infinite universes. It's really complex, it sounds like, but it sounds really fascinating. And apparently, yeah, it refers to like the 1,000 Great Thousand universe. So AKA, this is incredibly fitting for Yi Sang. And I think the Trichomegachiliocosm is the branch of Buddhism. Like it's linked to Buddhism specifically. And I think there is going to be a couple of different religious references in this canto from what we're getting. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try to read around when these things come up so I can have like a bit of a deeper understanding. It kind of is explaining it here, basically, which is super interesting. Yeah, the rune passed shall fight and the lie shattered, the constitution of the universe in the wake of a singular inevitable circumvolution. Yeah, but then what I'm intrigued by is then what does hers mean, Ryoshu? So let's see what hers says, because hers was slightly different. I love the imagery of this one so much. The three severings. Reforge a past 1,000-fold to cut apart, retrace the future 1,000-fold to rip it apart. And then rive the kasana of circumvolution of another 1,000-fold, Sanzen Daisekai. So that sounds a little bit more about like 3 ways of changing fate and changing what's happened. And for her, I think that's very fitting, because obviously things that happened to her and things that happened in her past, and obviously ways that she's been raised, and whether or not there is a daughter or not, it definitely seems like there are regrets and things that she wanted to change. But I also think there was an aspect of wanting to break away from her past. So, but I also think in a way she's kind of, it seems like with Ryoshu, she's kind of broken away from this past life that she's had, attached to all of these fingers and being raised in a certain way with these expectations on her, but then attached herself to Limbus Company. And so she's kind of got different chains that are building, and I'm wondering whether or not this canto is actually going to end with her opening up to us like it has with the other members of the company, or not, because Ryoshu has definitely been the most closed off member, I would say. She's definitely a woman of very few words. She's very closed off. She is not afraid to put her opinions out there, but there is a lack of personability with her, except maybe Sinclair, but a lot of that is from Sinclair doing it, you know? So yeah, really, really interesting stuff though. And the writing for this canto is going to be awesome. Like, this story is going to be incredible. Yeah. But the imagery is so good. And then this. So spiders, or the nurse fathers of the House of Spiders, that's what they're called. Now this is interesting, because the House of Spiders has come up before. I theorized, and I remember it's because when we were talking to Laheng in Canto 8, that this could be to do with maybe some kind of assassin house group that she was raised to belong to. And it seems like there has definitely been some shared parentship between the different fingers, and a kind of, she's had to learn different things, and whether or not there was an expectation of her producing a child, producing an heir, or if she is the child that has been referenced. There has been a lot of talk about that, and talk about whether or not there actually is a daughter, whether or not she actually has a child. So I think this CANTO, for me, I'm looking forward to it clearing up a lot of these guesses, because I think that there's a lot of theorizing going on about this CANTO. I think there's so many questions that people have, because it's really getting into that deep lore and a lot of lore that we've learned from Ruiner. So it's going to tie a lot of these things together and bring a lot of canons into Limbus Company and confirm stuff post-library that we may not have had quite confirmed before, you know? So, but the Nurse Fathers of the House of Spiders, that kind of makes me feel like these could potentially be children that are being raised for a purpose, and maybe this man who's with the Index was her assigned father, but whether or not he actually is her father, like biological father or not, I don't know. I think the theory that her mother belonged to the Pinky, I think that is true. I think that woman in the other trailer who was saying that Yoshihide was like, you know, the worst thing that happened to her or something, like she's the one in shadow, that people are theorizing she's in the Pinky, and I think the same, because Ryoshu has a certain reaction to the Pinky that's very different to her reaction about the other things. I reckon that is her mother, but I don't know whether or not her father is actually going to be this man that was in the trailer calling her daughter. So yeah, I can't wait to find out. But I think this, I actually don't, this may not actually be her father. This could be this nurse father, and I wonder if this is going to be, I guess, you know, similar to someone that raises her, like she was given to him to raise, maybe.
그렇게 부른다.
And people who maybe make these plans and use these children for a specific purpose. But yeah, so interesting. I can't wait. And also the announcers, that's interesting. So it looks like we're getting someone, but I don't know who this would be. This looks so intense.
아니, 그 글자는 그렇게 읽는 게 아니라 요시대라고 읽는 거다.
See, now this, no, that's not how you read those letters. Yoshihide, that's how you say it. Now, is this Ryoshu with her child, or is this Ryoshu's mother with Ryoshu? Like, I can't wait to find out. There's so many theories being posited. Oh, this is going to be so good. Oh my god, this trailer is so good. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of this trailer? What do you think of this CANTO? Are you excited for these IDs and these egos coming out? I'm definitely getting Banner. 100% getting Banner. That Ryoshu ego and the Yisang, 100% getting them. I also really want the Index Proselyte Faust. I think with the Otis I'll definitely see, because obviously I've got to be very mindful of pulls, but it's probably one that I will end up sharding. But yeah, I'm really hyped for this. It's, oh my god, we've only got a few days. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you theorize is going to be happening in this CANTO? And yeah, is it kind of what you expected from this trailer? Let me know. And don't forget as well, if you know, enjoy the channel, you know, all that stuff, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, it really helps me out. And also we do have other socials down in the description below, so you can check those out as well. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I look forward to reading all your comments and yeah, seeing what theories we can come up with before this is out. I will be streaming this live on the channel and also uploading the kind of VODs afterwards. So yeah, if you want to sort of hang out for that and get to be part of it live and see all the reactions and stuff, yeah, don't forget to follow and put the notifications on. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later. Have an amazing rest of your day.